So we're back again after work. We got the first headlight in. We got everything wired up. Got the blinker markers on the side as well. I do have to take this back out. I need to add a second bulb to this one, so this has a light amber color on, because these two blink, those blink, these stay on and blink, these two stay off and then blink. So I have to add another bulb what stays on, what's yellow inside this one, so it blinks. For some reason I couldn't get this one to stay on and blink like I could those. I don't know why. Weird. But everything works so far, so I'll run you through everything on this side, and then I can get on that side tomorrow morning. I am super tired. It took me a couple hours to get this wired up for that light, or let's see, this light, the rings, this light, the blinker, the corner lights, and then the two markers down here, and then high and low. We'll do run light position. So halos are on, that light is on, the side ones are on, the markers are on. So we'll turn the blinker on. They blink a little quick, but that's just because I don't have the, what is it, the resistor for the LEDs, because everything now is all LEDs in the car except for the high and low beam. So this blinks, that blinks, it just lights this whole area up to make it look like it's blinking. Actually, it might be, give or take. Guess it depends on its mood. But these blink and those blink, so you know. So that's a good thing. And then we'll turn the run lights on. So that is low beam. That's high beam. Low beam. I don't know if the camera's going to do it justice, but so this would be my low beam for the projector. And then high beam is the outside one. Kind of warm. So all I really need to do, because this just looks like it's a dead lens, and I can't have that, so we've got to put just an amber color in here so that stays lit. I mean, it's nice that these blink, but they needed to be on like these are in blink, but I couldn't get them to do that. I don't know why. Tried a whole bunch of times, but I'll turn those on too. I'll give you the whole effect on that. See that switch. So one more headlight to put in. We'll be rolling down the road shortly. Of course, we still have to bleed the brakes and everything, so we'll get to that soon. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get on this side, get this headlight in the morning. Shouldn't take me as long as it took this side. At least now I know what I'm doing. So it's a little complicated with using this because I only have 3 wires will come out of this to get all those wires to work up a bit. And then see, I think I got to re-drill this hole, make this notch and hole, and then run those on that side. I got to get some glue tomorrow. I got to actually glue these down. The double stick is not staying. I think that's what I did the last time when I had them on, was I glued them. So this is going to be a short video. At least one side is in. Tail lights are working. Everything blinks. Just everything is fast right now until I can get those relay circuits Oh, having the candy lights. So we'll get these in on this side. I gotta finish sanding in here. Do the other side, so here we are. If you didn't see, these do change color. They'll just randomly change through the whole setup. It's kind of cool, but I gotta use the remote to get them to sit still. I think my nephew took my remote. Nope, there it is. Okay, let me put it back on the radiator. So, I want green, I gotta push it. I want that color, this color, that color, this color. I gotta push it. But I can turn them off or turn them on. And they'll stay like that. But if I turn the switch off in the car, it'll just go back to doing the random color swap freaking thing. So I pick a color, they'll stay. But it's cool. Alright, so we are back. We have the first headlight wired in. I had to do it a little bit differently than I think I did it the last time because I'm using the F-150 harness instead of the Ranger harness, what I did these headlights before. Like, those are the old ones. I mean, they've taken quite a beating. I mean, it's not like I can't clean them up and shit, but a lot of the lights what were in them are just burnt completely out or damaged. So we have brand new ones to go in. So this guy here, I had to add in extra. So I've got to find a spot for it just so I could have this light stay on. And because this is supposed to stay on as well. And both of them, all four of these are supposed to blink for the same. But on the four ways, they oscillate. And then do it quickly on the regular blinker because I still need to get the resistor for everything being like LEDs and stuff. So this one's almost done. I just gotta put the ends on, make sure they're secure. I can slide this headlight back in, and then we can get that headlight in, get the horn hooked up, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so got the headlight in. Gotta throw 2 bolts in, or I forget. And everything nice and snug. So we'll get those in, and we'll grab the other headlight, and we'll get this put in. We're matching. See what we're gonna do about the grill. Which one we're going to do, because we're using the mesh one for down here. I'm thinking to doing the same thing up here, and then for the 2 vents on the hood. Let's get this one clicked in so we can start wiring it up. Got one done, one more to go. Alright, so we got this one clicked into place. So we're going to start going through this on the power, seeing which line does what, and then we'll get it all wired in. So see how many fuses we go through this time. That side wasn't that bad, but it took me a while, so this side should not take me as long. I mean, high and low beam, pretty simple to do for wiring in, but getting the rings on, the blinkers, the marker, you know, that thing should have came with a yellow light, but I don't know. We'll figure that part out later. And then we got to put the 2 markers at the bottom, drill the holes and shit for that, and wire those in. So let's start getting this wired together. So the 4-way stopped working. I think I blew a fuse. I checked these little ones here. It's not those. So it's got to be underneath the dash. So we're going to go through that and see which one it is. And I know my dash lights now are out too, so I think I blew that fuse. we got some fuses, got a tool. Now I gotta go through them all and figure out which ones are popped. Alright, so we found the problem. Ended up being, what was it? 15. Oh. But we still couldn't figure out why we don't have dash lights now. That's going to be fun trying to figure that out. Oh, we will deal with that later. That's definitely not cool. But we'll get back on. 4-ways work now. So, and we stuck that bulb in the back here. So I guess we'll do the same thing on that one. So, see, these are blinking. They're on. So now we just have to make this side do it too. So that will be next. Alright, so we got a little bit more primer on it. We got this headlight in. It works. The markers work. This side works. Everything matches. So the only thing we couldn't figure out last night was the dash lights. I think I have a short underneath the column, but everybody's on. It's low beam, the blinkers, this side works, so we are good. Now we just need to hook up the horn, bleed the brakes, license plate lights, and then throw the other smaller tire on because those are 45s. So I'm going to throw the 35 series back on the front just so I have turning radius because I don't want to cut the front corners yet until I decide what size tires. I think I'm going to run a 40 series on these 20s instead of the 45 because they're definitely too big. And the 35s I feel are a little too small for comfort on running a full steel rim. Granted, they're not aluminum, but I do have a set of aluminum rims for this as well, what are 6 spokes, and I don't want to really keep running a 35 series tire. I think the 40 series is what's going to do it for me. So at least we're done with the headlights. We just have to bolt them down, adjust the high and low beam later when it gets dark. All right, we said horn. We got to tighten up the 4-link, license plate light, sand down the corner tail light housing to get the tail light in. Bolt those 2 tail lights down. Put the center console shit in. I think I'm going to drop the column and pull the cluster out to see why I don't have any dash lights. And then we should be able to take this out for a test drive. So, woohoo! We are getting closer. Alright, so we figured out the lighting. You can see the lights are on now. For these, see, switch lights are on. So it's the old one. Well, I guess because I have 2 of these, so